sun where the baobab grows, where stories rise and the harmattan blows. We gather here with hearts aglow. Naija's geeking out. Let's start the show.
Hello and welcome to Naija's Geeking Out podcast. This is the comic book podcast, and it's been an amazing week so far, a momentous week. It's been 1 week since history was made. If you want to know what history was made, you can go online and check. I don't think you could have missed it anywhere else. But we are focused on comic book history here, so that's what we'll be focusing on. Red, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm good. I
You
don't do
sure?
fear. I'm fine. What's going on? What's happening?
Hmm?
What's happening? Why
I
should why
mean,
shouldn't I be fine?
Well, I
I
think
don't know. I don't know because some people have been falling sick. Some people have been hiding. Some people are not feeling well. I'm not sure if it's something that's been spreading around to everybody. So just checking in.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
good. I'm here. I'm here.
okay.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. 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 We'll take that on advisement. Dapo, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm very good. I'm in very rude health.
That was walking on air.
Everything's working out. It's all working. Let it all work out. Life is good.
Yeah.
When you,
Yeah. It's done. It's done.
yeah,
Yeah.
where you put your faith in, in the one true. Oh God, I'm gonna be this guy. Okay. But yeah, the thing is, the only one thing I would say before we move on to the serious matter is the one person who's running up and down, trying to avoid his licks. The licks are waiting, and they're getting interest, compound interest, not even simple interest. It's getting bigger and bigger. Whenever he lands, he can run up and down. He can go and hiding up Bruno's rear end. He will come and meet us here. He will come and meet us here.
Fuck.
And
For
even though you're here, Red, I'm not even ready to attack you solo.
It's fine now.
I
You
wa-
bring it.
I
You
want
bring
that
it.
guy.
Save the attack.
Okay.
Save the attack.
Yes.
yeah.
So, but let's focus on the
Whenever you're ready,
Yes.
whenever you're ready, you bring it.
yes. But we'll focus on the focus of this podcast, which is the TV show for now. We will deal with you miscreants later.
For context, that was referring to Kex, who has decided to abscond from his duties because he cannot face the unbearable shame he's currently feeling and doesn't know how to handle disappointment and loss.
there's no shame. It's sometimes in life. No, there's no shame. Sometimes in life,
Today,
it's fair for an old man to get his wish
today,
before
Today-
before 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 he moves on.
Today, ask me a question. Today, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
When,
please do.
when last did Arsenal win a trophy?
22 years ago.
No, sorry, I think that's the wrong answer.
Okay.
Oh.
My people are
When
here.
last the Arsenal?
Yes.
Oh, when last the Arsenal win a trophy?
Yeah, how are you?
Last week.
So,
Okay.
We won that last week, yeah.
okay, all right, I'm gonna get.
Yeah, we won the trophy last
week. Okay.
Yeah. And I don't understand what people are talking about, but yeah. But okay. It's all good. We are here to talk about comic books.
Well,
For context, Kex, as I was saying,
okay. Sorry, guys, for that.
cut out some of the parts.
No, I'm leaving it in. Guys, sorry for that interruption. This is what happens when you have certain people of a certain persuasion on the podcast. The quality drops. Instead of looking for glory for the team, they were talking about assists for some random user player, and this is what we get. So we apologize, and we too excellent
Winners,
champions. We do it the right way. We trust the process on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are not afraid to show our faces anywhere. We've been
Yes.
doing it consistently for years.
Correct.
They've been
Correct.
insulting us for years, but we've been doing it consistently. We don't know how to hide.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
always brave in face of challenges. There was someone that came on this podcast once wearing a crown and calling bottles up and down. Nowhere to be found now. Oh yeah,
Right.
oh yeah. That's so. Okay, for people that have jumped, that are skipping all the football talk,
Yeah.
you can jump in here. This is the
Yes.
point where you can jump in because now we are going to talk comic books and the news that dropped out this week.
Correct. Yep.
First of all, the Supergirl trailer that just dropped.
Yes.
It seems like it's a slightly expanded trailer on what we got earlier. Like it's not a lot, but there are a bit more scenes, a bit more
Yeah.
context added into it than we've seen before.
Yes.
Therefore, what did you think about it?
It was okay. I did it improve anything I felt about it from the last trailer? No. Did it reduce anything I felt about the last trailer? Again, no. So it's the same level as what we've got before, in my view. You know, there's nothing, anything added that I think made me feeling differently. So yeah, I'm still going in this hopeful, which I normally do anyway. I like the actress. I just hope they pull it off. Yeah, we have our reservations about the whole Guardians of the Galaxy vibe, but I think I'm gonna get over that. We have to get over that. I don't think that's gonna go away.
At all. Like the music thing still bugs me a lot. Supergirl with headphones, listening to earth music, like I don't know. I get it, but it bugs me a lot because it's like we've talked about this a lot of times. But I'm actively trying to ignore that aspect and then try to figure out, okay, the story itself, is it something I'm going to enjoy? Like we got more context, we see the dog being shot, and that being the what's the point? The inciting incident for Supergirl and her motivation throughout the movie. We hear some additional talk about her trying to advise what's her name on revenge. That revenge might not be the answer. And I think that was like that was like the major theme throughout the book about how the girl wanted revenge for killing her dad, killing her parent and destroying her home, and then Supergirl being not the good shepherd, or being an interesting personality there, not being good at issues and telling her to give up revenge, and also not going all the way to do the revenge to kill the revenge to get the revenge herself in the book, but like finding that balance in a very unique way that is not usually explored in terms of characterization. So I'm hoping they stick to that particular story well enough because it's a unique interpretation on that. So hopefully we see more of that than this.
Yeah,
anything else.
yeah.
Also, no. Yeah.
Go on. No, you want to say something? No, you finish what you're gonna say.
I'll talk about Lobo as well. That also Lobo shows up prominently in the trailer a bit more.
Yes,
We
yes,
see the bike and like that. So
yeah. I mean, what I was just gonna say is, to me now, this film will succeed or fail on the strength of the writing, in my view. And yes, so I'm just hopeful. I'm really hoping this surprises me and does better than I expect. At the moment, this is looking like a maximum 400 million movie. That's what it's looking like to me.
Yeah.
So, but I'm hoping when it comes out, the writer's so good, so strong, to push it to like a 600 type or 650. I can't see going beyond 7 maximum. Even if the writing is top tier, it's almost like the trailer sets its own limits as to what kind of film it's going to be. You know, certain films will come out, and even the trailer alone tells you the ambition of how far they're going with this film and what they expect back from it.
yeah, because it's as much as I like the concept of the book, the trailer is still doing the whole generic story.
Yeah.
So there's really nothing setting it as exceptional.
At all.
It feels very Black Adam range type of movie, and I'm not an insult to this movie at all.
Yeah.
But in terms of box office expectations and what it's setting in terms of like storytelling, visuals, and all of that, it feels like that's what it's going for. It might be a sleeper hit and make more money, but I'm with you on that. That the 400 range is what it looks like, and the writing might slightly push it above that. Might push it above that. Well, let's see. We might be completely wrong, and it's a sleeper hit.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I'm not so sure.
Right.
So, Supergirl.
So let's move.
We really wish them all the best.
Yes,
of luck.
yeah, we do,
But
we
yeah.
do, we do, we do, we do, we do. Right, let's move on to the meat of today's podcast, the finale
But,
of the boys. Now, actually, before we even get to that, we will still be. I keep on thinking to myself, all right, this universe is done. We're done this universe, but then I was just reminded. Oh, there's a trailer that came out. Maybe we should talk about that 3 days ago.
which one?
About Vought. Vought
Oh,
Rising.
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I should have told you that. Yeah, it came out. I literally saw it
Yeah.
about half an hour before I came on the podcast, and it's about
Ah.
it's set in the 50s as you predicted, and it's about Soldier Boy and what's that guy that in the last episode, the guy that's like Cannonball, Battleship.
Cannonball.
Was it Battleship? I can't remember what his name was. Bombshell.
No, it was a weird name. Bombshell. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's got Soldier Boy. It's got Bombshell. It's got the lady from season 3. Why am I blanking on her name? Stormfront. It's got Stormfront
Yeah.
in it. So yeah, I have to say, and because I'm not happy with the writing of season 4 and 5 of the boys, I have to caveat that this looks like it might have better writing. Looks like I'm putting those words. Looks like I'm not putting any money on it. But when I saw the trailer, I was expecting to be like that I'm going to roll my eyes. The trailer was actually, well, I don't know if it's quite good. Was decent, and it had a very good 1950s vibe. So I don't know. Maybe it might not be
Okay.
as bad as I think it will be, and it might be worse. I don't know I don't know if it's a totally set of different writers or not from the boys.
Okay. There is. Yeah, there is. I mean, this is maybe it's just me, but there's like nothing you can sell me to go back and watch
Yeah, I know. I agree.
watch the show.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Unless when people watch this show, they come and tell me it's as good as Watchmen. There is no world in which I'm going to watch this particular story at all. Like even the trailer, I don't think I even want to see the trailer or I care about seeing the trailer or anything around this at all. It is that bad for me. It's no. It's a no. I'm done. Like when you said that we are done with the boys universe, I'm actually done with the boys universe.
Yeah.
I'm not going back to this world for anything again. I am done. It's over for me. So yeah, let's see how it goes.
Right.
But I just do not care.
So let's talk about the finale. Season 5, episode 8.
But before we go
Yes.
on the trailer, is there anything that stands out to you on the story for the trailer for the boys?
No, it is literally the whole thrust of the trailer. This is the early days of Vought. They're still refining. They're still refining this drug they're using. So you could see. I think you could see Soldier Boy volunteering. It's almost like a Steve Rogers. Like he said, I want to do more for my country. And you see these different characters, and then you see that whoever the scientists are, there seems to be a lot of failures because you can see the labs, something's messed up. So it's really, I'm thinking that in this show you will actually get to see the first soups they create as they create them, and yeah, so
Okay.
that's the vibe. It seems like, and it looks like there's certain people trying to now. There's and I'm a black man, right? So maybe I'm seeing something there that is not there. There seems to be a racial elements through it. And when I say racial elements, I'm saying the racial element that parallels the story of the first Black Captain America from the MCU and the story in the comics.
Okay.
Cause
Not Black Noir.
no. Oh. I don't think this was Black Noir. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
So basically, there's a character in here who's clearly being expected more, and he gets powers. But it seems he's the only black person in a world where they try to promote white superheroes. Now that might be me. That might be me reading too much into, but that's the vibe I was
Too
getting.
much into it.
Yeah, and he seemed very,
Oh, okay.
and in the trailer he seemed very antagonistic to people around him. And,
Oh, okay.
and we know for a fact that the heroes of that. No, actually, it can't be because Noah was young back then. Remember?
Not the new one.
No, no, even no. Remember, Black Noir.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I want. You know when we saw the part of Black Noir when he was with Soldier Boy. That Soldier Boy,
Yeah.
towards the end of his career. I
Oh,
know
okay.
it. So this seems set well before then, like at least
Oh.
10, 15 years before that scene where he was kidnapped by the Russians that where we saw. So I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this.
Okay. So this is before.
Yeah.
This is.
So I'm pretty sure this character
Okay.
is not black. And if you
It's not black.
yeah, and
Okay.
sorry, no, what am I, it's not black and white. Yeah, it's not black and white. And if you think about the 50s
Yeah.
and the America in the 50s and race relations, you could see easily where there might be experiments on black people to get it to work,
Yeah.
but they're already selecting the
And
the
before
white
the-
people, the black that they want to be the face of superheroes. Yeah.
To be the. Okay. Okay. Let's see how that plays out. But yeah, I am not like. It's funny for me how the boys started parodying superhero TV shows with their endless sequels and spin-offs, and they unironically
Yeah,
are
fully
doing that.
understood,
Like they used to parody and make fun of Justice League, of MCU, of all the TV shows going on, and they are basically the ones doing it even worse than any other TV. But yeah, enough about my hits on the boys universe right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll leave that to you to watch when it comes out. I will definitely not be watching this show.
Okay, fair enough.
So
Yes.
the voice finale. After 5 years, after
Yes.
5 seasons, not years, we finally come to the end of the boys. First of all, as a series, is this a satisfying conclusion for you?
That's a big capital NO. No.
No. As a season?
No. And to be honest, I don't think it was. I think I want to caveat that with the fact that I think with what they've done in season 4 already, I don't think they could have landed this. I don't see how they could have landed this properly. I think they paid themselves into their own corner. I think they had a natural conclusion in season 3 that they didn't take.
Yeah, what do you mean they couldn't have landed it with how they painted themselves in season 4? Before we even get to the finale.
How do I explain this? We had characters that we that have been along the journey with us. Season 1, 2, and 3. These characters and where they were at that point in the storyline was the right time in my mind. They should have had this showdown with Homelander. I think the show obviously did not want to end. They're probably making money. They said, no, let's extend this by another couple of seasons. And to do that, so we lost certain characters in season 3. I'm going to stop saying certain characters. Queen Maeve should have made it to this season.
Yeah.
Queen Maeve should have been involved in the ending. No. They now start bringing out people in that really, who do you want to care about? I mean, you have the All-Father. All of a sudden, you get importance. Ashley gaining importance. You know, it's like, no, it's not working. Ryan, they lost the plot after season 3. They didn't know what to do with Ryan anymore,
They lost the plot.
and hence he's one minute he's here, one minute he's there. He was just all over the shop. And I don't want to mention this. I want to mention it when I talk about the details of this episode. But so it's also so like where they were at the end of season 3 would have been perfect to make the most satisfying ending to this season, and with good conclusions to a lot of these characters. But they dragged it on too long, pull people out of the right orbits they should have been in, and then try to say, okay, now we want to conclude it. But it's almost like we haven't got the right pieces in my mind.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I just want to be sure where you're coming from. Because like I even before this series started, this season started, I've been shouting that season three was where it should have ended.
Yeah,
That season four and five was not needed for this particular show, and then season five was going to be shit based on the quality. But it's even worse than I expected. Because even with the pieces they had at the beginning of the season,
yep,
I was like, yeah, you can still pull off an ending, even though it's not going to be the best ending possible. You can still pull off a good ending out of this. Like
yeah,
if you get your writing team together, like I can see how you can tell a more satisfying story
yeah.
with how you,
Can,
but
can I make one more
the
comment?
way it's played out,
Yeah, can I make one more
yeah,
comment?
yeah,
I've said this before, so this is not any shocker. That I said that my best episode of this season was the first one. The more I think about it, A Train should have been in this season finale.
I liked his ending already.
I like his ending, but him being in this film would
Yeah.
have had more weight than any of the other characters apart from Holland that was in this final finale. And he probably should.
Final.
He probably
So
should have come in maybe at the beginning. Him taking out the deep, and then we have a repeat of the scene that happened in scene one in the first episode. You know, or maybe
yeah,
I've done that. Maybe made that season episode 7, kind of. You know, good. Anyway, let's not talk about what could
yeah.
have been.
Let's not go
Yeah,
to
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but what could have been because like I like that episode one. I think is the best episode of this season.
I agree.
We talked about that so many times already. That yeah, if they maintain that quality of episode, that quality of storytelling all through, it could have been an okay season to end the boys on.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
this is what we have instead. And yeah, it didn't help that for half of the season they were doing the spin-off of Vought Rising, introducing all the characters that would appear in Vought Rising for half of the show.
Yeah.
We went on the old V1 plus that ended up having nothing to do with what was going to happen in the finale. Like
It's
if you take out V1 and the entire thing about V1 from this show, it changes nothing. Absolutely nothing about
Yeah.
what is going to happen except setting up
and
the Vought Rising show that is coming up.
in a way, and I'll say this now
Yeah.
because this is not spoiler because this happened in episode before. The whole plot of V1 was if it takes V1, it becomes immortal. Correct?
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
if your power is to be immortal, you can't be killed. And this might be a me thing. It seems very contradictory that after this V1, I'm not immortal, but no, I still can be killed by a particular power set that can then nullify my immortality and then kill. It's just almost like, hang on a minute, what's this? Reverse cards flying around. So,
Yeah.
so
From the
you're-
moment they introduced V1,
yeah.
yeah.
So the immortality was not even. It's not real immortality. It wasn't.
Like it wasn't.
You know. So
Like, okay.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like it's especially annoying because from the moment it took just before the intro they gave him the V1, we already saw the answer to V1.
Yes. Yeah.
Someone taking away the power. So that we're taking away the power. Like
Yeah.
you set up the answer before you gave the question almost immediately, and everybody was like, okay, so let's do about it. That's how you're going to
Okay.
play.
Maybe I'm being a bit unfair. Maybe the shows talk about immortality was more in terms of him not growing old than the not dying type immortality. Maybe.
It's the not it's both. It's the not dying type immortality and also him not growing old immortality. But yeah, because age has always been a factor for him.
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Throughout last season, like him growing old and losing weight, that's the issue for him.
So let's. I mean, let's talk through this episode scene by scene, and we can break it apart. First scene, Frenchie's burial. I hated it. They went for, like he's left a no, that's not a will. He's left an eulogy to be read at his funeral. It's meant to be funny. It's meant to be, like how the boys does funny, where it's crude and funny. I didn't even think it was funny.
Oh, I've seen all your bots.
Yeah. I just found what is this? and I didn't like it. I don't know. What do you think about that scene?
It wasn't funny. It's supposed like, but I give it a pass because it's not funny in the way if someone you know that tells terrible jokes
Yeah,
dies
yeah.
and its eulogy is a terrible joke.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're making a terrible joke on purpose, and that's we get it. That's who you are. So I somewhat get it that okay, Frenchie would make a stupid joke like that because he makes such stupid jokes in person. But I there was something about that kind of thing that I didn't feel any emotional
Yeah.
attachment to what was going on.
Agreed.
Maybe, and this is my be on me that I've completely checked out of the boys at that point. Again, my review of this show is watching from the point of view of someone that has checked out completely. So maybe because I've checked out completely, that sense did not work for me.
Well,
yeah.
maybe our viewers might have a different view. Hopefully, they'll come in and say no.
Maybe they might have different view.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Right.
emotionally, it did not hit me at all. That
Yeah, same here.
Because already, and also it's the boys. I'd expected a lot more deaths.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're right. It did not hit me emotionally at all, and I couldn't wait for that scene to be over. Now we get a scene with Homelander who goes to speak to his son in I don't know why I said Russia. He was somewhere,
Russia was earlier this season, yeah.
and they had a talk. And that made me fun. This whole scene was just a setup to establish the fact that Ryan doesn't really care for his dad anymore. You know, something we kind of knew because you beat him
to death.
Yeah, you beat your son brutally. Yeah. So, but I can see why that scene was in it because it will be
set up the finale.
Yeah, later on. Yeah, in the end of the episode. So yeah. All right. Okay. Fine. And they get fucked.
It also sets up the alienation he's feeling because he had just put Soldier Boy in what's his name? He just put Soldier Boy in. So after Soldier Boy tells him, "I'm leaving you. I'm getting away from you. Get fucked." And then this only other living relation is now telling him to get fucked again.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what he's expected, to be honest.
What was expecting?
Yeah. So
there is something at this point. There is something about, and I'm not sure that works. His need for human approval. Yeah, not human, not general, not how I put out, not the general love of appeal of masses, but his need for genuine affection from people.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know. I get it, but over this season, it's been striking me as odd and weird that it needs. I get why they are playing that it needs that, but like, there's a dissonance for me when I'm watching it. That this is the same guy that does all that before.
I think the dissonance is coming from the fact that previously it was understated. It's something you read between the lines. But in this season, it's more obvious and more. It does it so blatantly that it's actually embarrassing watching it. You know, and I don't think it was ever like that before. You know, you could see his insecurities because you could see, you know, but it was more under control. But now it's almost like it's just out in front, and it sounded almost whiny. It was very whiny in a way. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, go on, sorry.
Yeah. No, that is very good. I like that. I see, as you said it makes a lot of, because like season 1, he had Madeline, he had his relationship with what's her name?
Yeah.
His mom's child, his child's mom.
Yeah.
With Tom Fronts, with all of that, and there was an element of yes, I want you people to love me. I'm insecure about people not loving me, but not to this whiny level. It wasn't up to you don't love me, I kill you. It's like it's the fact that he's killing people for not truly believing in him.
And he's trying to kill millions if they don't believe in him. It makes no sense.
Yeah, not just it's that part felt odd to me. Like you want people to believe in you, but he was fine with fear and all of that tools working before. But now it's so obvious in his fact that he truly wants them to believe in him, and it's like he refuses to understand that that's not how it works.
Works. Yep.
Obviously, which
We
is okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think that what you've stated it right. You made it very clear. They've made it too obvious
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Where before this part of the show was very understated and it worked for a character like this. That we could see it in his characterization, we could see it in his actions, but it wasn't purely out and out stated,
Yeah, and
which shows the level the show has
and
fallen to.
there's something that happened in the end that will come to me, and to me, that scene is everything that's wrong with these last two seasons. But I'll come to that when I get to that scene. Oh,
Okay.
so we see the characters from Gen X, and they're basically being relegated. Not even background characters. So we get a scene where they're helping people escape. Starlighters. I think they're smuggling them to Canada. I think it's Canada. They said that they're gonna get them into Canada, and so we see
Yeah, Canada.
we see Maria, we see my favorite. Oh God, what's her name again?
Hey, Shiki,
The shrinking lady.
the shrinking girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see her, and then we see the transgender 2-in-1 character. But
Jordan.
Jordan. But this makes you laugh. I look at it and say, so you guys, you had 2 seasons of a show that was meant to be very important to this universe, and when it comes to the final one, they cancelled your last season, so that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And when they brought you into the boys, if you were not in the boys, it would not make no difference. It would have made no difference.
I mean, it's that kind of when it's I get why it's like that here, because I feel like they canceled Gen V before they confirmed this, so they're trying to keep when there are 2 sets of different writers on different shows, and it's like you can borrow my characters here, you cannot borrow my characters here, and that kind of storytelling is you can appear here, but we really can't use you for much other than fan service. And we have to you can't be involved so much in it. We can't change your characterization so much in this particular story because the other story needs you back. It's a lot like comic books. This is the most egregious attempt of like comic books, where we have a big crossover event happening, and some characters from their own books just show up in the main book just to show they exist in the main book before they go back to their story without actually doing anything. Yeah, so it feels like the worst part of a comic book crossover for me.
I'm not being funny.
Yeah.
I said earlier in the beginning that certain characters that I felt should be part of this finale, we've wasted them in the earlier seasons. Blah 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 blah. I think to myself, to make up for it, why would at least 1 or 2 of these guys not be involved towards the end?
In the
Yes.
The finale, I think it could have. Yes, it did. I think the finale. We'll get to the finale. I think it could have worked even with the characters we had.
Yeah,
if you had done it completely different kind of story.
Yeah, but I
didn't need. Yeah,
but I think if they added, to be honest, if you don't have anything to do with these people, if you don't have much to do for them to do, at the very least, Maria, who you built up to be almost as powerful as Homelander, get her in there somehow. But anyway, again,
it's going to be worse if you have Maria contributing to the final fight in a significant manner, like her being the.
I think you
imagine. No, it's like imagine. I'm trying to think of a good example of this, where you have an unknown character from a different book coming in to save the day of the main characters in the main book.
But not to say, well, okay, so you're talking about people who didn't watch Gen X.
Yeah,
oh, so
if they are trying to make a show for people that are not watching, like this scene. If you didn't watch Gen V, you get what's going on. But like, imagine someone that doesn't before.
Yeah, but
again, and then you have to make characters coming here to.
Yeah, again, I guess you're right. I guess it goes back to the fact
it's that balance.
The 2 universes were not really properly integrated to start off. Okay, fine. Yeah, I agree. Right.
Yeah.
In the next scene, we see Ashley and Allfather. Is his name Allfather? The pastor guy. Allfather. Yeah. Now, here's the funny thing. Again, this is the boy, so there's a lot of sexual talk, a lot about sexual activity. And Ashley gets a gift because it looks like all the ball and gangs that they use on Allfather are not up to his power, so it doesn't really work. You know, when you're, I guess, people who are into all this SM stuff, I guess when your master or your mistress is punishing you, and you have to be keep quiet. And so sonic powers would not, they would obliterate the gag. So he gets a gift of this special duper gag that is impervious to his power, can withstand it. Oh god! And this gift is going to play a crucial part in the end. And to me, this is the sign of the worst writing ever, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. This gift should have been given to them in like the beginning of the season.
Yes, simple.
You try in the beginning of the season.
Yes, simple.
Because they've had scenes together. They've had scenes
Yeah.
together in the beginning.
I have a couple of scenes where they've used it in the way it's meant to be used and it's worked, and let even them Butcher find out about it somehow. Anyway, yes. So that's a but it's a blatant. Oh yeah, we need a weapon to kill this guy. Oh, actually, let's plant this weapon now, and we'll refer back to it in 20 minutes time.
I will comment on also the dumbing down of TV shows for audiences with that particular scene.
Yes,
Because it's like they refuse to trust the attention span of audiences that would remember what has happened prior to this episode. So whatever is being foreshadowed needs to be in your face, blown up in your face in this episode right now.
yeah.
Because I can see the writers' room going that, oh, let's set up this ball and gag in a previous episode. And people going, well, will people remember in the finale where this come from? Will people be questioning that is this a new thing from nowhere? Is this a new ex machina?
Yeah.
Let's have them see it right now. Because if they've done it reminds me of the Soldier Boy scene where he's depowering this person while giving Homelander the V1 to make that connection in our mind.
Yeah.
Normally, the connection would have been done separately, where it would be built up, but here it's in your face. So it's like, it also comments on like how dumb TV shows have gotten to be nowadays. Like it has to be a show where you don't have to pay a lot of attention to it to know what's going on, which is this show right now. And they're not trying to be intelligent anymore.
At all.
Yeah.
Anyway. Now, Sage. Oh, God. This thing annoyed me. So we have Kimiko, who they're not sure whether all this experiment they did has worked on her, and that she has this power to, when she blasts people, to remove their powers. And they're trying to get her. So the idea is that maybe she's not angry enough to use this power to test it. So basically they have this ploy that, let's get Sage to wind her up, and she can blast Sage with this power, and if she has it, and then that proves that they have this power. Now, I've gone back and forth on this scene. So for you listeners out there, so Sage starts saying certain things to wind up Kimiko. I think she talked about Frenchie in it, about how Frenchie was a stray that he had. Anyway, she succeeds in getting Kimiko angry enough to blast her with this new power of hers. And it works. She has no powers. Now, initially, I was really angry at this thing. I was thinking, hang on a minute, why would I want to depower myself just by testing that, But then, trying to be fair to the show, they've kind of said, I think they've kind of hinted in the past that Sage is not happy with her intelligence. And she'd rather be rid of it. And so I can kind of accept that, she willingly used herself as a guinea pig to test if this power is effective. And that she was happy with the outcome. That, it's worked. I also don't have any powers. I'm happy now. I can go and live a normal, dumb human life. Were you happy with this scene today?
I get this scene. It works,
Yep.
but it also doesn't work because if Sage is so smart, and this is because of build-up, if Sage is so smart, and this was our end goal all this while, she could have done this from the get-go. There is nothing stopping Sage from figuring out how to depower herself alone.
She could have asked Soulja Boy to do it. Yeah.
All our plans, everything. Yeah, it's like they don't know what to do with Sage as a character. or they have an idea of what they want to do with her as a character, but the execution is just not there.
Yeah, yeah.
Because what's with all that nonsense talk of, oh, I want to take over the world, I want to destroy the world so I can have some peace and quiet, when you can simply depower yourself to have that peace and quiet. Oh, I need to pluck out my brain to enjoy shitty TV shows.
Yeah, yeah.
It's here. It's here. But one thing I would say, I did like the way she riled up Kimiko.
Okay.
Like what you were saying to Kimiko about how
Yeah.
Kimiko was the one that was using Frenchie, not Frenchie using Kimiko.
Yeah.
How Kimiko only slept with Frenchie when Frenchie looked like he was about to move on, just to bring him in back in, and that she had been using that to. I really liked, because it's a kind of twisted thing. You would say that has the element of truth in it.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
hurt somebody like Kimiko.
Yeah, I think the element of truth is what made it very effective. It's right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and this is the first time I'm seeing Sid actually actively doing something. I wouldn't say smart,
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
not
say
dumb.
smartish. Smartish.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, like something not actually foolish. For someone who says she doesn't understand love, she knows how to manipulate emotion. She manipulated emotion well here, so it nullifies all our entire arguments.
So Sage now walks away and is happy. So on that point, Sage is alive, and yeah, I'm saying this now. She doesn't come back. So in terms of when we're doing our little bets as who's going to survive, who's not going to survive, Sage has survived.
Yeah, they're not going to kill the black girl, the only black female.
Why not?
With powers.
Who would care? Why not? The kid A
The
Train.
boys.
The kid A Train.
Is it?
It was more popular.
They gave him a good. Is it exactly? They won't kill all the black superheroes on the show.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So the rest of the team, this is so funny. The rest of the team now are going to attack the White House. Now that they know that Kimiko's power works, they want to attack the White House. The whole planning of this whole attack the White House is so basic. It's something that I won't say me. It's something like I won't even say my 18-year-old. It's something like maybe when my 12-year-old is planning he will make.
They don't have the budget, they don't have the money for anything else.
God.
So they're like, you know what? We just need to get them into a room together.
Yeah.
So that whole thing is like TV show, we don't have money for anything else happening, just put all these characters. Yeah.
It's silly. Oh,
It's shit.
sorry, why would that make me laugh? No, why does it make me laugh? It doesn't make me laugh, but there was a scene, basically, where Homelander kills Elon Musk.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Right, so I felt somehow about that scene, and I'll tell you why. I understand the idea of parody live and all that kind of stuff, and yes, we know how Elon Musk is viewed generally, but I find that in this show, maybe because in my mind now, there was a time when the left were the good people, yeah, and the right. I'm using broad terms here, and the right were you could say old school or bad people, yeah. But in my mind, where I am now, there's no such thing anymore. You have extreme left, extreme right that are equally as bad as each other. And
Remember that was the whole point of season 3.
yes.
Where season 2 went with the how wrong the MAGA crowd is.
Yes.
And then season 3 poked fun of how extreme
Yeah. But I had a feeling in this episode that the left were having a jab at Elon Musk, obviously, and them killing him and him. Oh yeah, I want slave. I thought it was a bit much. I said it's a bit much.
Yeah.
When I know that reality is actually even worse than what it is. But I watched that scene. I went, oh, okay, you. American politics is, which is what show's about anyway. To be honest, but I just felt maybe because I'm not American and I'm kind of removed from it a bit. I looked at it and I kind of felt like, Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, that's not that funny, but I get what this thing's meant to portray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it didn't bug like the Elon Musk of it all. They even
yeah,
changed his name to a very Nazi name, Gunter Ellis something, representing the consortium of Silicon of the rich technocrats in this
yeah,
world. It's like, and him asking for starlighters to become prison campers, to prison camps so they can use them for whatever. I'm like, I don't know. It's not the most offensive thing for
yeah,
me in the boys, but the one thing that bugged me is just the entire thing being set up to kill Elon Musk.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like you
Effort.
can make
Yeah,
yeah, it's just like okay, the only reason this thing exists is because you want to kill Elon Musk, and that
yeah,
was like
yeah.
I didn't care for it at all, guys.
So what I did
You
care
could have
for.
done it.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on. You
No,
could.
yeah, that's basically it.
I
You could have done
did.
it better. You could have.
I did like the next scene where Homelander basically eviscerates the deep with his words. The reason why I liked it more than anything else is I wasn't sure for some reason I had this nagging feeling they might try to redeem him, and I'm kind of glad they didn't in the end. And when Homelander basically told him that nobody, I don't respect you, I've never respected you, blah 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 blah. And even again, another problem that I have with the deep it's a smaller version of the problem we have with Homelander in terms of it's gone from this character, yeah, who's a bit needy, a bit self-deluded, but in that situation, it's like actually you almost like you've got zero intelligence. It's almost like the most basic thing that's right in front of you, you can't see it. I
It's
don't know.
the same. I think it's the same issue I have. We talk about
Yeah,
Homelander.
yeah, I
It's
agree.
too obvious
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like
It
they've
is.
tried to make, they made it to like the scene, even that exchange scene. It was like it's too on the nose. We already know all
Yeah,
of these
yeah,
things. Homelander coming out to say it is like you are preaching to the audience. It felt it again. These are nothing that didn't land with me.
yeah.
The
I
way
agree.
Homelander says like I
Oh
know.
no, to be honest, that I didn't even mind that. Yeah, but you're right. That also plays into this over the top business that they're doing with what was
The entire show, like
subtly. Yeah,
yeah, it's like the writers are in the studio. They don't trust the audience intelligence at all.
no,
They want to hear the message word for word that this is what we mean with
yeah,
everything we are seeing. Like this character, this is what we think about this character. Elon Musk, this is what we think about Elon Musk. The deep, this is what we think about the deep. Homelander, this is what like it's been building up for all season. They've made the deep commit so many atrocities this season, like
yes,
that we've
yes.
seen in a way to get them to this particular stage. And yeah, even his death, the fish killing him, it's like okay,
See that whole okay. Oh god,
like,
the whole scene. Okay, so guys, they the boys they get into the White House. They get trapped because obviously all father they're expecting them, but Ashley at
yeah,
some point has a change of mind and helps them escape that trap.
yeah,
So they're able to get into the White House to attack Homelander, and Starlighter flies off, attacks the Deep, and flies her off to fight. Now, and this leads to the death you're speaking about. They're fighting.
yeah,
She lands, especially in the beach,
yeah,
and they start fighting on the beach, and Starlighter having the tactical genius of a oh shit, I nearly said something very bad of a 10-month-old baby decides to knock the Deep into water. In any day, at any other time, that's the biggest mistake you can make. This guy, that's his power set, and you knock him into his environment. How does that make sense? But because it's bad writing, and we've been told this season episode before that he's now on the outs with the fish folk. For one thing, before you even get knocked in, so there was a discussion between Starlight and the Dip again about why are you doing this to Homelander? You know he hates you, and I can't remember stuff like that. He said something about he wouldn't even piss on you if you're on fire. So, something along those lines. I don't know the exact wording. And then they keep saying, "Oh no, he would piss on me. He's my bro. He would piss on me." I just thought, no, you guy, man, this writing is just too blatant, too on the nose.
It's too much.
It's just too much.
Yeah, it's very on the nose. Yeah.
And then
No, but
yeah,
for
go.
that scene,
Yep.
I will give them this. There were recordings of the deep running from fish last episode,
Yeah,
refusing to go in the water last episode.
yeah.
So Starlight might have seen that and inferred that the deep is up because she probably took him to a beach.
No, but
So it's not as if she could have flown him.
No,
she could have flown him anywhere else.
She seemed surprised by what happened. She looked surprised.
Then I take that back.
I might be wrong, but she looked surprised. I don't think. But what you just said to me would have been a better scene to include them watching. Why is he not going into the sea? What's going on? That could be something they could have found out. And again, you're right. Today, you're writing a better show than what was given to me. I'm sorry.
Because she flew him to the sea.
Yes.
She could have taken him anywhere.
Yeah.
She took him from the White House, which is surrounded by land, and flew him purposely to the ocean, and then pushed him into the water.
Yeah.
So unless she's aware that was going to happen,
And oh god.
yeah.
And when she put him in water, he's trying to escape from these fish, and he was swimming at my speed, the way I swim. I'm like, man, this is deep. Why?
The shallow end, yeah.
Why
He's
you
a guy
not-
that swims from US to London to UK in the deep. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just so stupid. And he gets, and I don't know why are they able to kill him? He's still a soup. You know.
They wanted the ironic death of he's killed by fish.
Yeah. What was that? Okay, so what was that killed him? Was that an octopus? What was that went through his
I
mouth?
think so. I don't care. I really see that, but I didn't care. Like if it was that, if it was a star that had injured him to the point of death,
Yeah.
and he goes into the water, and he's like relying on his fish boys to save him, like they've done several times in the past, and they kill him because of that. That's a different thing. But again, it has to be very obvious in your face that he offended the animal gods, and we've seen them very annoyed with him, and then tentacle monster kills him.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So back at the White House, Huey kind of distracts that old fella guy. How did he do? Oh yeah, he kind of sets up
With the
some.
ball and gun.
Oh no, but he first distracts him. They get him away by setting up some smoke alarm, and he pretends to be Butcher. He does this like phony imitation, and draws. Yeah, you're right. And they take him to their bedroom, and they start fighting. And just by pure coincidence, Mother's Milk picks up that guy and puts him in the house just as about to do his sonic shout, and he ends up blowing his own head off. A scene ripped from
Ironic that
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
ironic death, but meh.
Very meh.
Again, this is something I feel the fans might have enjoyed. But because I'll keep saying this, because I'm checked out of the show, there was no way I was going to enjoy that scene.
Okay.
So if you're a fan of this show and you enjoyed it, please let us hear it. But I'm clarifying my statement here. It's not even hate at this point anymore. My indifference
Yes.
to the show is based on how much I'm completely checked out of all those things happening. So if you are able to find enjoyment in this scene, I'm happy for you. But no.
So it's really all that's left is the main battle between Kumiko, Butcher, and Homelander. And at some point, Ryan joins in at some point. What do you think about that battle? Were you impressed with it?
Even Bomb Sight dealt with these people easily.
Yeah, no, I agree. It
So
was
the idea that the final battle boils down to this set of people with powers, not even a lot of people, just these three people with powers fighting Homelander,
yes,
has to be some of the most underwhelming writing I've seen in terms of final battle. Like, if this was, if it
It was,
took
it was,
just this amount of people to beat,
yeah. But it wasn't
yeah,
really an interest. It wasn't a very interesting fight. They've had better fight
it was a
scenes.
boring fight.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, they've not
boring.
been in all season. Yeah,
Yes, they had better fight scenes, even better fight scenes with Homelander involved. I still remember the Herogasm fight scene. I enjoyed that.
yeah.
More,
The yeah, the one at the end of season 3 too.
yeah.
The one with it's season 3 with Soldier Boy and at the end of
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
Butcher.
And so
Yeah,
so there's a big fight, guys. Big fight scene, and
Big is calling it a room.
in the room.
They
Sorry,
fight
okay,
in a
yeah,
room.
true. And
Big is calling it
yeah,
like
you can see where it's leading to. You know, they want to hold him down so that Kimiko can unleash her blast on him. That's literally, and you can see it coming a mile away. And
yeah,
they try to put some doubt in her mind because Kimiko seems to not be to be get angry enough at one point, but then she has this vision of
Frenchie.
Frenchie, who gives him like. You remember when they told Luke in Star Wars, remember the Force,
Yeah.
or turn off. So something I can't remember what he said. It was something about it's not your anger that's been. And anyway, it gives her some words, and she's able to assess her ability and activate this blast. And Ryan and Butcher hold him down, and she blasts Homelander, which affects all three of them anyway, and they all lose their powers. Apart from Kimiko herself.
Yeah.
And then
Which is okay.
yeah. Now you have a depowered Homelander fighting Butcher, which obviously is a no. There's no contest.
It's a no-brainer.
So
Yeah.
there's one scene in this where Homelander realizes he hasn't got his power. He can't fly away. He's got no strength. He can't do any heat vision, and he turns to a sniveling little. I find it very. I thought that was too much. I thought, and especially when he made one statement, and that statement to me,
I was okay. I was okay. Right, okay.
yeah, he said, "I will suck your." That alone, to me, in a nutshell, is everything that's wrong with his last two seasons. Oh, you're going.
Begging.
You're going
I'm
to.
not begging for his life. I can buy him being a sniveling puppet. I can buy him being. No. I can buy him begging.
Yes.
It's the same thing we've been talking about. Like, it's the same theme of this show all season. It is too damn obvious. Like, why does it have to be this obvious in your writing? Like,
Yeah, it was.
you didn't have to go this far. I mean, it's a complaint we've had for the boys all season, all show, that sometimes they don't know where to stop. They always go too far in some scenes. But like,
I mean, that's the thing. I was talking. Sorry, why would you think that's going to work with anybody? Why would you?
No,
why would,
especially with Butcher.
yeah, why would you even come up with something like that? Who says that? Even if you're dying, yes, beg.
Yeah.
But it's just.
I guess some people, I get like, if you knew that he liked it, or like the guy would
Yeah.
get off from it, yeah. But this
Yeah,
is
but to me, it's just and in a way, that scene is more in line with the comics. It's just being prior and over the top for the purpose of being over the top, and it's totally incongruent in my view with what you expected from that kind at that point.
reality.
Yes.
Wow. The worst thing we can say about this show is that it's finally got to the level of the comics with this episode.
Yes. And guys, in
Yeah.
case so they in the end, oh god, what's his name? Butcher crowbars Homelander.
And we skipped one part, the entire
Oh,
setup
yeah.
for this entire thing.
Yeah,
But
go on.
Homelander giving a speech to the world that,
Oh, God,
you need
yes,
to
yes,
love me.
yes.
If you don't love me, I'm going to kill you, blah,
yes.
blah, blah.
Yes.
And then the entire fight, I don't know how that camera survives. It's being
But-
broadcasted to the entire world.
So the whole world saw the fight.
With everybody, the whole world seeing the fight. And then apparently in the White House, there are no other security guards in the White House, or they all decided this is not our fight. We
Oh,
don't see that.
yeah. Who's going to join? Yeah, I don't blame them for not coming in. I mean,
Yeah, okay.
who are they going to protect? Homelander? He's a superhero. Why are they coming? So yeah, and Ashley.
I don't know.
Ashley's still president. until they impeach. And she's giving this big
This
speech
same
about
day.
I'm not gonna sit. I'm not gonna step down. I did it, and then literally she's kicked out. She's
The same day
impeached.
she's impeached. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then Stan Edgar is brought back to Ed Wood like he said he would. What else happens again that we should? Then we
Well,
get
he-
to the
Go on.
final confrontation. Huey versus
Butcher.
Butcher.
Yeah. Again. So guys, Butcher's decided that because Butcher's dog dies, his dog tail dies, and he then decides, I don't know why that seemed to be the trigger that you know what, I'm still going to go ahead and release this virus and kill every super in the world, even though he's already killed Homelander. I guess you could say he thinks as long as the super's around, there'll be another Homelander. I guess that's his thinking.
You see, this is a problem I have with this kind of show.
Yep.
Already, I buy Butcher still going ahead with his plan.
Mm-hmm.
Even with Stan, like if he said it goes ahead with his plan because he saw Stan Edgar on the news saying they're going to reform both,
Yeah.
and the feeling of hopelessness that comes with that, I would buy that. But then they had to tie the dog set to it just to give that extra emotional angle to it. Like, oh, which for me makes it worse
Yeah. Yeah.
because
No, I agree. Go on. I agree.
it's because it's like I don't get. It's like again, I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point. It was unneeded. I'm not a foolish person.
Yes.
I don't need you to hold me into the decision making of people like this. We already know how Butcher thinks.
Yes.
We already know because I feel it's a more powerful statement for Butcher to go and see, oh, Vought is still there. We didn't take down Vought. They are still going to be doing this same shit, and in the next few years, we'll have another Homelander. Unless I killed all of them now, I can see that argument being made. That is a fast argument that, oh, my dog died, so I'm going to kill everybody.
I kind of
Yeah.
I kind of struggle with that
Continue
sentiment.
with this.
Because at first I thought, oh, okay, he's going to do it. He really wants to do it. That's like the argument. Are you threatening to do it so that somebody can kill you, i.e., Huey? I kept on going back and forth between on that scene that is he here on a suicide mission to get killed by somebody? Because he seemed to wait for Huey to turn up, and even when he had a chance, he didn't press that button because he put this vaccine in some sprinkler system. He didn't.
Yeah.
He had plenty of time. He was standing there until he got shot. So I can't think. Did he just go out there to die, or what? Or am I just reading too
I
much
think
into
it's
it?
both. It's both. He wanted to die, but he wanted to take out all the
Okay.
soups along with him. And then he was struggling with that last part of the mission. He definitely wanted to die. But like taking out all the soups with him was where he pushed him away from him.
Yeah. Okay. And to be honest,
But overall,
we see Kimmy later on. She's in France. MM gets remarried to his old ex, and I think they're adopting Ryan.
and adopt Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was offered a job to be in charge of
And
superheroes.
turns it down.
Turns out, and he's got back. Was that the same shot from the beginning of the film, or was it different?
I think so.
So
I'm not sure.
Okay, so he runs a shop now with Anne.
In
Annie.
Starlight.
Oh, who is what? Pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it, really. And that's where it ends.
That's it. That's it. It's a happy, sappy ending for all the characters. The world is still captured because the supers are still around, but it's still rising. But yeah. Meh. It's
In case you didn't know, in case you've missed all our comments, did not like it. Did not like the finale. Did not like the season.
no, not at all. It is so that if you go back and watch season 1 and 2, you can see how dumb it's gotten at this point. Or maybe I'm the one that has a lot of nostalgia for season 1 and 2, but I don't think so. That it was this bad, but we didn't see it because it was novel.
Yep.
Maybe. But yeah, this season feels very, very dumb. Very dumb, very obvious. A lot of mistakes. In some way, cut out like 4 episodes away from Vought Rising. Up the antic or up the stake of the episode to the stake of episode 1. To the storytelling of episode 1. We might have had a different show. But no. Okay.
Yeah. Ratings.
And then the Homeland, ratings 1/5. 0. No, not 1. 0.5/5. 1/10 show.
I'm
1/10 finale. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be harsh. I am gonna be harsh, but not like such as you. I'll give this a 1/5. It's my lowest. I think this is my lowest. The boys rating on an episode. Yeah, I didn't like it at all. The season itself, not much higher than that. Maybe 1.5. Didn't like it this season at all.
Yeah, the season itself, it's only the first episode I'm going to give a better score. As a whole, the season is dog shit because it tries to do too many things at the same time. We had like 3 filler episodes in this season.
Yes.
It's the season finale.
Yes.
How can we have 3 filler episodes in a season finale? And then we have this
Like adverts for
final episode that
Vought's coming up.
yeah. We now have this final episode that doesn't feel end at all. The victory doesn't feel end.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, just no. And I just realized that you were right. They could have used this girl in the final episode, even if it's just to hold another down for a bit. What's her name? Marie.
Yeah.
Because she can freeze people with her powers. Even if it's just to do that for a second. And that was the edge they needed. But yeah. Overall, no. The boys has not impressed me. And this is why I said at the beginning, I am done with every boys' content going forward. I will not be watching a single second of the Vought Rising. No. That show needs to get cancelled after the first season.
I will watch it. I'll watch it and then decide.
Okay.
I'll watch
Enjoy.
it and then decide.
Yeah.
Right. You got anything else to say about this?
No, I'm done. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I really
I
don't
am.
talk about the
Yeah, I'm struggling to even talk about it. And it's almost like, thank God it's over. That's my feeling now.
Thank God it's over.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
But I know some people out there like this season. I've seen some content. I've not listened to raving about the finale and all that. I'm gonna go and listen to it and see what they found about it. But yeah, for me, I'm out.
I have a friend that liked it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I guess it's like we pay more attention to like, what we pay attention to are things some people don't care about.
Okay.
We pay more like the logical how the plot moves from point A to B. So people are more about what happened.
Yeah, okay.
Rather than how did it happen. So people are like, Omanda gets killed. Omanda has made a fool of himself. They all come together to fight in the White House and they beat him up finally. Yeah. That happened. People get happily ever after ending. Buta is killed and that's sad. But like how he gets there, it's less of a concern or less of a
worry for them. Okay. That's fair enough. If they can enjoy it, it's good.
It's good for them.
Right. I think we've come to the end of this episode. I literally I've got nothing else I want to say about this. What yourself? You got anything else you want to add?
No.
I think we should say our goodbyes.
I'm going to say that people ask for grim. I like realistic superhero stories, and I wish we could get a story like that tries to tell how superheroes would act in the real world. The boys could have been that, but I would really want that kind of story.
I think it was it for a few seasons.
For a few seasons, yes. But I really wish we could see that kind of story. Like the promise the boy had in the earlier seasons.
Yeah.
I wish we could have seen that. We could have seen that kind of show now. In this, like, if season 5 was that, actually telling the story of how the world has gotten right now through that particular lens, it would have been like what Silicon Valley did for. Silicon Valley. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. It's just sad that this is where we are with the boys. And considering one of TV shows we've got in this particular year, it's been I'm like TV shows in 2026. I'm trying to say what other shows we've got in 2026. We've gotten Invincible. We've gotten Wonder Man.
Stuff. Yeah, we've had Daredevil Born Again season 2.
Daredevil Born Again season 2. It's like
to me, this is the worst we've had this season.
This has been the weakest.
So this year, I mean. And next week, this week we're gonna get Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah, I really hope that it looks like that's going to be good.
Yep, hopefully.
But yeah, okay. So that's it for us on the boys. Let us know what you think about it. Where you think we are wrong. Where we think we could have expanded a bit more on. Let us know what you think, please.
Yep. And guys, thanks again for listening, and we will see you later.
Boom, boom, the drums are loud.